Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Also, from what I'm told, the biggest gob in sport. Right, it's Monday lunchtime. We're waiting for the Conor Ben Pierce Morgan thing tonight. Going to be interesting, isn't it? From what I'm hearing, it looks like they're going down the mental health route. So, if Conor Ben's saying he's got mental health issues, how can anybody reply to that now? Without getting into trouble on social media. What can you do? It's just like kind of like he's untouchable now, isn't it? It's an hard one, really. If he's got mental health issues, I wish him all the best. I hope he goes and gets help. But I don't think he had mental issues a few months ago when he was taking delivery of his new Rolls Royce Warrior. And he's saying he's got mental health issues. If he's saying that, no doubt he'll be handing his driving license in because he'd be a very dangerous person on the road in these high performance big cars he drives, wouldn't he? Well, I won't want him running into my kids or running into me or anybody else. Do you know what I mean? That's how I look. It's not that I'm saying anybody should start getting on at him about driving about if he's got mental health issues. I mean, I know people that have lost their driving licenses for less. So it's going to be interesting. It's a funny place, social media. If you want to play them cards, and it works both ways, doesn't it? Bit like that guy. Is it Mark Goldridge? That's him. Who runs the United Stand on YouTube? Yeah, I know he's a big Man United hardcore and that, but he can't take it now that Man United don't get Fergie time. 98 minutes just so they can get an equaliser or get a winner. Can't have it all their own way. Well, let's have it right about Mr. Goldridge. His real name is Brent De Cesare. That's his real name. Brent, Brent, DI, and then Cesare, Cesare. Google him. He used to be fraud squad, Tameside fraud squad. Is it Manchester out that way? Yeah, ex fraud squad police officer, now massive YouTube star. It takes all sorts, doesn't it? But I only go on his YouTube channel and have a little look when Man United get beat because I like to see him go into meltdown. Because I used to have them meltdowns when they used to beat Liverpool in last minute all the time at Old Trafford. So, and I love karma. But uh, Conor Ben looks like he's going to play mental health. You might see a few crocodile tears tonight, but I don't deal in human emotions on issues like this. I deal in facts. So does my good friend Julian McGowan. We deal in facts, and the facts are Conor Ben's failed 2 drug tests, and the matter there's rumours going around that his B sample failed and he hasn't sent it. Whatever, I'm not interested in that whether he has or he hasn't. He's failed 2 dope tests, and he's not come out and showed us this dossier that proves his innocence. All they're going to do tonight is play victim and get everybody on their side because it's the only card he had left to play. When you get backed into a corner in situations like this with boxing and big legal issues and lawyer bills and drug testing and all this, when your back's against the wall, when you've got more than one test, I mean, we know one boxer who had 3 tests, don't we? 3 issues to deal with. Well, this is 2 issues, and he's backed into a corner. He hadn't showed any evidence. And lo and behold, it's looking like they're going to play mental health card. I hope he don't. I hope he don't. But I've seen quotes on IFL TV from Coogan Cassius. Is he Conor Ben's PR guy? He keeps putting Conor Ben stuff out on his IFL. I just didn't know if Coogan were Conor Ben's PR guy. I thought he were a journalist who was supposed to stay neutral. So how can Coogan report on the actual facts when he's his friend? They're all in bed together, all of them. And it's a big cover-up job, this now. It's been a PR disaster. So they played mental health cards. So we can't question anything now because if he has got mental health, I know what happens. We'll all be classed as bullies, won't we? So what can I say? I can't say anything. Conor Ben's got mental health issues because of this. But if he'd have been fighting Eubank, would he have had mental health issues? if the board didn't pull plug, if somebody hadn't have squealed on them, what they were all doing, would he have had mental health issues then, or his mental health issues just come on because he just lost £3.5 million and he's now knee deep in lawyer bills, and his image has took his image has gone for a Burton, hasn't it? I don't know. I wonder where we're all going with this at the moment. It's a mess, isn't it? It's an actual mess. Hey ho. So, do I wish Conor Ben all the best? No, not until he proves he's innocent. You can't just say, "I've had all these eggs," or "Oh, you're not going through the testing process properly." Aren't they saying that they've tested one of Conor Ben's sample 4 times? Why didn't they just leave it after the first 3? Well, ain't their jobs to test stuff? And if they did test it and they got it on the 4th test, doesn't that mean that he's got something in his system? So if they've got him on 4th test, they've done it 4 times to be thorough. Isn't that why they're the gold standard? That they are doing their jobs. It's like if you take if I take my car into main dealers and I say there's an oil leak on it, and they test it 3 times and they don't find an oil leak. If they give it back to me and I find it again, I'm going to go mad. So they tested it. So if they test it 4 times and they find an oil leak, they go, "Yeah, Porky, we found an oil leak. All it were your fuel cap weren't screwed on right, because 9 out of 10 people don't screw them on properly. That includes mechanics. Just screw your filter on properly. All right, put a little bit of oil around where Fred's is. Just screw it on properly." But if they find it, that's brilliant, isn't it? So they found Conor Ben's failed dope test. So isn't that a good thing? Because they're doing their job, because they're the gold standard, just like main dealers. They'll find oil leak, won't they? If your mate can't do it round corner, up back of your house. Yeah, pull it round back, I'll do it. Cowboy job. Main dealers will find it. Well, main drug testers found it, because that other one that was testing him in England, they didn't fail him, did they? Well, Varda, Eddie Hearn, his words, they're the gold standard, aren't they? Or should I say Eddie Hills, the 6-0 Iceman from Billericay, 4 by way of, but the only footage we've got is him knocking the spotty one about. Spotty Frank. Hey, oxycute them with Oxy. Isn't that right, Frankie? So, it's a mess, isn't it? It's a mess, and now they're going down this route. Now it looks embarrassing, doesn't it? It looks embarrassing, but the British public won't buy this now. How can they? 2 dope tests. It's not just that, is it? It's the fact that how he's carried on and how they try to cover it up, and thousands of people losing their hotels and flights and travel money, trains, all that, and everybody's weekend messed about, and they've not showed no humility. Well, they're going to show it now, but the first dope test was July, wasn't it? End of July. We're in March now, eh? And they're going to show some humility in March, but the dope tests were in July, eh? And what it'll probably lead to this is, in my opinion, him taking a deal, because he's just dragging on. He wants to fight in England and blah, 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 and just wants to get on with his career. They'll give him a backdated ban. Well, he's done a year backdated, not being able to box in England next month. So it's a year in credit, isn't it? It's like in olden days when you're on remand in jail, it'd come off his sentence, wouldn't it? Whereas it doesn't now, does it? It don't count. But yeah, I don't feel for Conor Ben at all. No, I don't feel for it. But like I said, that they're just going to play with everybody's emotions now, aren't they? They get them violins out now, and they're going to show him in a different light. It's a full PR job, isn't it? This now, full PR job. No more tweets texting Pizza Hut and Domino's Pizza, whoever saying I prefer Pizza Hut and blah blah blah, and you're all gonna eat your words and giving us the bird on Instagram and all that, and heated seats and whatnot and padded steering wheels. Look, who cares? Area, English, British, Commonwealth, European, and World. 6 levels there. Conor Ben's not got one of them belts. He's the son of a famous boxer. That's it. Who's cheated twice and is not showing us proof. Not showing us proof. He's bragging off about having high-powered lawyers. Look, he ain't going to change. He ain't going to change. They're going to play. They're going to play victim, and if it don't work, they're going to play pantomime villain, and they're going to carry on. They're already putting posters out now. Pacquiao versus Ben. Pacquiao is shot to death. Old as hills, shot to death. Old man. Old man. They're putting posters out now, but no date. That poster's just to test the water with public opinion. That's all they're doing. So I just want to keep you well informed. Hope you're well. That's about it, really. Peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. Booyaka. Big shout out. Welcome Estates. Spartan Demolition.